Hey there, day 2 of my little summer backpack trip. That's what this has kind of turned out to be, and it's okay. Not bad, especially since today is just going to be a hangout day. This is base camp. Ended up staying at the hut last night, and I'm kind of glad I did for a couple of reasons. Um, One reason is a bunch of PCT through hikers also ended up staying at the hut, and that was a lot of fun talking with them and hanging out, seeing how the through hikers do their thing and all that. A lot of good folks. Um, yeah, a lot of good conversations. It was really fun having other people there at the hut. And number two, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a whole pack of coyotes out here in this area close to the meadow here, all riling themselves up, ready to go out looking for something and things like that, which is kind of new. I mean, I've backpacked into this valley. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many times when I was younger, many years ago, and even recently, a couple of years ago, I came back here with my younger brother and my nephew and stuff like that, and we didn't have that kind of thing. The coyotes weren't up here, but for whatever reason, there's a pack of coyotes now hanging out in the valley. So it was good to stay in the hut and not have any issues with them. Other than that, this day is going to be me hanging out here. I'm going to try and film a few things. Just some content just for fun, just to, have a better backdrop than where I usually am, like out on the levees and stuff like that. My left knee is giving me a problem. I don't know if it's because it doesn't like the backpacking weight. It doesn't do that. Even doing elevation changes when this whole Central Coast trip when I was hiking with my wife up and down mountains and stuff like that. No problem with the day pack on, but yeah, a little more weight, and it starts giving me trouble going up and down hills. So I'm resting my knee, just kind of enjoying Round Valley, having a good time, shooting some stuff and on not shooting things, but you know what I mean, filming some things, and just kind of enjoying the area because it's nice out here. And then I'll be hiking out again tomorrow. I'll do a couple of check-ins and things, hopefully of Castle Pass. Like I said last time, Castle Pass was just really windy. It usually is. That's what a mountain pass is. It was really windy and wouldn't have done any good to film there because you wouldn't hear anything over the wind and stuff. And maybe I'll get a little quick shot in video in tomorrow. I got pictures and all that, but some video of Castle Pass tomorrow. I got a 360 for day 1, so that should show you kind of what it looks like, but I'll try and do another one tomorrow. And then that'll be the end. That'll be a short little nice fun trip into one of my favorite places here, Round Valley, which is right on the PCT goes right through it, so it's kind of fun. I kind of grew up backpacking in this area, so it's been nice. It was great meeting a bunch of the young generation of thru hikers, and yeah, other than that, I'm having an okay time. Not bad. So I'll check in a little bit later today. So I'm up in the upper loft of the Peter Grubb Hut shelter. Let's see. That's it. just an upper loft, hanging out. Last night, like I said previously, a whole bunch of thru hikers arrived and ended up sharing this space with me. I spent most of the day, as you can see from the pictures and little videos, just kind of hanging out in the local area, kind of taking it easy on my knee. It actually feels good. Wasn't bothering me at all when I was walking around, but then again, I didn't have a pack on my back when I was walking around. So we'll see how it feels tomorrow when I'm actually hiking out. And I'll be doing more videos and pictures of that. So yeah, second day. This is kind of like a classic. This is what I wanted to explain. Kind of a classic backpack trip for myself and how the group I used to backpack with used to do it. We would get up to the Donner area as best as we could, early as we could. We would hike in on day number 1 because we usually had enough time for a 3 to maybe 4 day backpack trip. Usually only a 3-day backpack trip. That's all we had. So we'd hike in as early as we could on the first day, get to our destination, whether it was Round Valley here or Paradise Lake, a little around the corner on the other side of Basin Peak here, and things like that. And then we would spend the second day just hanging out and enjoying being in the Sierra range and just having a good time. So that's kind of what we did. There was no pressure to crush miles. There was no, we weren't through hiking or anything. We were just enjoying backpacking and being together. And that's what really made it fun. It's really made backpacking a thing for me, was the fact that I was with folks that I loved, people I thought was great friends with, and things like that. And, we would hike in and have a great time hiking in, and then we'd find a spot and we'd enjoy that spot for like the entire middle day of the trip. And then the third day we'd hike on out at a fairly leisurely pace and just enjoy it. And for me, that's backpacking. That's what I really enjoyed. Yeah. So there we go. I will sign off for now. That's kind of pretty much day 2. There's not a whole lot to report on, because I just kind of took it easy and enjoyed the sights of Round Valley and just kind of hung out. Met a couple of people on the trail that were walking by in the area and things like that. Talked to them a little bit. That's always fun to do. That's always part of the fun too. But other than that, pretty much hung out, took it easy on the old knee and good things like that. Then we will get back on the trail tomorrow and head on out where my amazing wife is going to pick me up down by the Donner trailhead. So that's what we're going to do. And I've already checked and with most of my food gone now because I had packed for 3 days worth of food, so I'm almost done. Only got a couple of meals in there. The pack is lighter with less food in it, and I'm carrying about 2 liters of water. That's one thing I wanted to mention, if I can get this out in time, that water up here in this part of the Sierras is getting down to it. Usually the creek here near Peter Grubb Hut is flowing most of the year and flowing pretty decently. It's pretty well fed. Right now it's barely a trickle. It's mostly just pools kind of pulling up, and you can barely get water out of it. It's a tough water draw. And like the next decent water, according to the Guthooks app, is like 1.5 miles away north on the trail, or it's 1.5 miles back up over the pass and the other way on the trail. So yeah, for those of you who are looking at coming through this area, whether it's backpacking or through hiking through and things like that, tough water finds. So you may be carrying a little more water than you used to, because usually in the Sierras you're not carrying that much because it's easy to replenish. Yeah, not this trip it hasn't been. It's been tough to find something that was running well enough to get the water out of it. So be aware of that. Low water. It's just one of those, looking at a drought year. It's not good. All right. Thanks, y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow.